Alright guys, AROX here with SGO News. First up, we've got a pretty big one. Rumours are that the trade block is on the chopping block for Madden 17. Now, we don't have any definite proof that this is going to happen, but there is plenty of talk. Apparently, people played early versions of Madden 17 to find the trade block conspicuously absent. Plus, with a number of people claiming their inside sources are confirming this to be true, it really seems that where there's smoke, there's fire. We've already seen EA removing trade and eventually adding price ranges in Ultimate Team for FIFA, so there's very little reason to expect they won't do the same in Madden. So what would this mean for players if it turns out to be true? First up, we're going to see less scamming. There were instances of younger players or less experienced players getting scammed. However, as many have pointed out, adding multi-card trades would have helped with that too. If EA were concerned about scamming, there would be other workarounds, and it doesn't really seem to be as big of a problem. Another issue with cutting the trade block is giveaways. A lot of YouTube channels use it for giveaways, which are a great way to reward their fans. But now, while still possible, it looks like any giveaway would incur the tax. Which, while we're on this, you know a tax is used to fund social services and infrastructure, not shaft gamers out of coins that have no value beyond the game. But anyway, the final and probably biggest way this will affect Madden players is it stops farming. The way farming works, for those of you who don't know, is players set up multiple online accounts on their console and then play the weekly challenges to earn free packs. Then they trade all of their best packed players to their main account. Now, this is not a quick or easy way of building a team, but it is a pretty sly workaround of EA limiting the number of free weekly packs you can earn. I think if people are happy putting in the time to grind out a good team rather than spending money, then fair play to them. It's not hacking the system, it's exploiting it. And that's what EA are trying to change. We've already seen it in FIFA, where coin sellers were eating into the profits EA made from selling FIFA points. They added price ranges, meaning that only top-tier players could sell for many coins, gutting the system. If the trade block is cut to stop these farmers from getting more packs, then it sets a bit of a dangerous precedent. The only reason EA would even care is because they know these players could be paying for those packs, and paying for them with real money. So for next year, assuming this is true, obviously, another way of spending time to build a team will be gone, and players will be left to spend even more money. I get it. EA is a business. They've got tons of employees to pay, but we've already given them $60 for this game. So I don't know if it's fair to adopt the pay-to-win, or at least pay-to-progress quicker, model used in free-to-play games. There is, understandably, plenty of outrage amongst the community, with lots of people claiming they won't buy the next one, but let's be honest here. This isn't really going to dent EA's profits. I doubt if that many people will even give up the game just because of this little wrinkle, and as I said before, FIFA players went through this in the last couple of years and it barely affected its sales. So for those claiming EA will screw themselves over for these changes, well, by looking at history, chances are they'll be fine. Plus, if EA are making this change because they think it'll make them more money, they likely expect the revenue increase to outweigh the money they may lose in sales. So let us know how you'd feel if this was true in the comments below. Next up, a little bit of schoolyard drama. So, YouTuber ThatDudeSly and Madden champion Problem Wright have engaged in a little online spat. Sly, who is much less influential in the Madden community, has called out Problem Wright for promoting the use of glitches and game hacks, and even selling ebooks on how to take advantage of them. This was the crux of a 30-minute rant on Sly's channel, where he admitted to poking fun at the bear, but took a real exception to Problem's response. After Sly posted a photo, including the caption saying, "Problem wait," in reference to Problem Wright, Problem fired back on Facebook, dismissing Sly as small-time, two-faced, and lacking respect. This is what prompted ThatDudeSly's ire. While Honestly, it does seem a bit petty to devote half an hour to a single angry Facebook post. Sly did actually make a few relevant points. Beyond problem Wright selling ebooks to basically hack the game of Madden, and beyond petty rumours of talking behind other players' backs, because apparently we're talking about 12-year-olds, Sly mentions the problem Wright is an influential and powerful figure in the Madden community, and he has a responsibility to use that influence for good. He has over 13,000 Twitter followers, which obviously isn't Justin Bieber numbers, but that's a lot of people who value his opinion and his word. Remember, Madden is only a game, and fair competition and sportsmanship should be paramount. Prominent sports figures are ambassadors for their game, and it is their responsibility to promote fairness and hard work. Imagine if LeBron was selling ebooks on how best to take performance-enhancing drugs. Which obviously is not the best example, but you get my drift. So, I think ThatDudeSly had a point about problem Wright, even if it was delivered saltier than a kipper, but what do you think? Do you think ThatDudeSly has a point, or do you think he's just bitter? What about problem dismissing Sly for not being relevant? Are either of them relevant? Let us know in the comments. Lastly, hugely popular YouTuber CashNasty has recently revealed the meaning behind his name. In the middle of a rather touching video where he spoke a lot about his past and striving to succeed, CashNasty revealed that the name actually came from his high school classmates as a reference to his penchant towards white girls. Now that was all he really disclosed, but some of us don't have any sort of interesting story about their names, so fair play. It's actually worth watching the whole clip, so if you have any time to check it out, there's a link in the description. So that's all we have time for today. If there's any YouTube or gaming news you'd like us to cover or talk about on SGO News, send it to sgonews@sportsgamersonline.com. Till next time, have a good one.